Hello my dear friends and my dear students, myself Dr. J.P. Tripathi. I hope all of you are well and healthy. Today I am going to tell you about sexual perversion. Sexual perversion, it comes under topic in chapter sexual offences. This topic is quite big, that's why I have divided this topic into 3 sections. In this lecture I am going to take part first. Okay, let's start. Before starting lecture, I would like to tell you that this video presentation is exclusively prepared for academic purpose only. Nothing in this presentation constitute advice and to encourage anyone. Sexual perversion. Sexual perversion are also called as sexual paraphilia or sexual deviation. So, what is sexual perversion? Sexual perversions are persistently indulged sexual act or fantasies in which the complete satisfaction is sought and obtained without sexual intercourse. What happens in sexual perversion? Here the person is persistently get indulged in sexual activities or various fantasies where he gets complete satisfaction without having sexual intercourse. What is perversion? Perversion is a type of human behavior that deviate from that which is understood to be orthodox or normal. Whenever the person get deviated from his normal behavior or which is supposed to be orthodox behavior, this types of condition is called as perversion. In other words, you can say that sexual perversions are sexual behaviors that are considered particularly abnormal, repulsive or obsessive. If any person is behaving abnormally with the repulsive manner and obsessive manner, this types of sexual behavior is called as sexual perversion. There is another word which is called as paraphilia. What is paraphilia? It is a Greek word. Para means beside and philos means loving. In paraphilia, recurrent intense sexual urge, fantasies or behavior that involves unusual object, activities or situation and cause clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational or other important areas of functioning. What is paraphilia? It is type of sexual urge or fantasies or this type of behavior which involves very unusual objects or various activities or situation. These types of activities, urges, fantasies and sexual urge, most of the time they produce the significant distress or impairment in the social, occupational or other important areas of functionings. So, these types of condition where the person behaves like this is called as paraphilia. Types of sexual perversion. Sexual perversions are various types. Okay, there are n number of sexual perversion. Few of them are sadism, masochism, lust murder, necrophilia, necrophagia, fetishism, transvestism, exhibitionism, voyeurism, sexual oralism, uranism, frotteurism. These are the types of sexual perversion. There are another few types. They are urolangia, carpolangia, masturbation, trialism, Oedipus complex, mixocopia, play piercing, Bobbitt syndrome, pyromania, narcissism, pygmalianism, zoophilia, scatolangia, carpolangia. These are the various types of sexual perversion. We will take each types of perversion one by one. First, I am going to tell you about the sadism. The sadism is also called as active algolangia. What is sadism? This is sexual perversion in which the sexual gratification is obtained or increased from act of physical cruelty or inflicting of pain upon one's partner. Means it is sadism is types of sexual perversion. Here the person gets sexual gratification by producing pain to his partner. Okay, this is called as sadism. It is seen more commonly in the man. Person of this type is called as sadist. Okay, the sadist is a person who feels sexual gratification by inflicting pain upon one's partner. Here in sadism, to obtain sexual gratification, the sadist may bite, beat, whip, produces cuts, produce cigarette burn, or do torture his sexual partner in many other cruel ways. Here the person gets sexual gratification by producing pain to his sexual partner. Most of the time we will see a case of extreme sadism. Here in extremely sadistic, what he will do? He may bite the victim's nipple and genitals, insert articles such as bottle, candles or sticks in the vagina, or many times he burns the skin or blow with which may rupture the internal organs or cause the fractures. This is the extreme degree of sadism where the person can produce severe injury to his partner by various ways, either by cutting, biting. Most of the time he cut the victim's nipples and genitalias. Okay, even he can insert the bottles or any elongated object in the vagina or genitals. He can burn or he can blow and produce. Even he can rupture his or her internal organs. So these types of condition is called as extremely sadism. Okay. Masochism, it is also called as passive algolagnia. It is just opposite to the sadism. What happens here? Here the person gets sexual gratification by inflicting self pain. This type of sexual perversion in which the sexual gratification is obtained or increased by self suffering or pain. This condition is just opposite to the sadism, as I have told you. Okay, where the person feel sexual gratified by self pain. What happens here? The person is called as masochist. Okay, the masochist get pleasure from being beaten, abused or get tortured. Such painful stimuli may entirely replaces the ordinary sexual stimuli. Here the person feels sexually gratified by these types of pain, self pain, okay, which may replaces the ordinary. In masochism, it is usually found in the male, but it may be found in the females too, who may willingly exposes themselves to the risk of severe bodily injury or the murder. Okay, most of the time what happens, the female also get involved, become masochist. She feel sexual gratified by self pain. Okay, most of the time it may risk to her life or bodily injury. There is another word which is called as sexual asphyxia. Sexual asphyxia, which is also called as autoerotic asphyxiation or asphyxiophilia. Okay, what happens here? Sexual asphyxia, it refers to the situation where an individual enhances sexual response with asphyxia. Often it leads to death, okay, of the person. Okay, that's why it is also called as autoerotic asphyxiation. What happens here? The person feels sexually gratified by putting a ligature around his or her neck, and what happens here? The person asphyxiate himself or herself by that ligature, and he finds and do masturbation or do sexual activities at that time, and he feels sexual gratified. Most of the time, whenever the person tries these types of activities, in many cases he may get asphyxiated due to these activities. Okay, that is called as autoerotic asphyxiation. There is another word called as sadomasochism, or also called as bondage. Okay, as the name suggests, it is a combination of both sadism and masochism. Most of the time, sadism and masochism are found as in combination form, which with one type dominate over the another. This combining of these types of practice is called bondage or algolagnia. Okay, when sadism and masochism found together, it is called as sadomasochism. The act of cruelty or pain is associated with this may serves as stimulant or a complete substitute for the sexual intercourse. Means here these types of persons get sexually gratified by these types of activities, okay, and in these types of activity why it is happening, because they feel more sexually gratified in compared to the sexual gratification or sexual intercourse, okay. That's why they feel that it is a substitute of sexual intercourse. They get more stimulated or gratified by these types of activities, okay. That's why they are involved in these types of activities. This is another type of sexual perversion called lust murder. What is lust murder? As I have told you, that extreme sadism, okay. The word which is given is lust murder. What happens in lust murder? It is extreme case of sadism where the sadist become frenzy to commit a violent act known as lust murder. What happens? It is extreme degree of sadism where the person or sadism become frenzy to commit a violent activity. The person can do any violent activity, okay, even kill his partner. What happens here? In extreme cases of sadism, the murder serves as stimuli for sexual act, okay, and become equivalent to the coitus. What happens here? The person do murder of his partner, okay, which serves as stimulus for the sexual activity, okay, and they feel sexually gratified, which is equivalent to the coitus. The act being accompanied by the erections, ejaculation and orgasm, okay. Means what happens in lust murder? The person or you can say that the extreme degree of sadist may kill his partner, and at the time of killing, at the time of doing murder, what he do extreme degree of violence by beating or by doing various types of violent activities, okay. It may be accompanied with the erections, ejaculations and orgasm, okay, which is psychologically equivalent to the coitus. Now I am going to tell about the typical finding of lust murder, okay. What are the typical findings? First is that it has the periodic outbreak due to recurrent compulsion or sudden outburst of sexual desire. The first condition is in these types of cases we will find the periodic outbreak, okay. Periodically the periodic episodes will come which insist the person to do such types of activities, okay, due to recurring compulsion or sudden outburst of sexual desire, okay. The second is what happens in another typical finding of lust murder is that the person do cutting or stabbing of breast, genitals or abdomen, usually with sucking, licking and mouthing of wounds and biting of the skin. What happens in lust murder? The person will cut or do stabbing to the breast or genitalia or any part of the body, okay, and he suck or lick or mouth the wound, and often he bites the skin. These types of activity is extreme degree of sadism where the person do these types of activities in case of lust murder. Another findings are, in some cases there is a desire to drink the blood or eat the flesh. The lust murder can eat the flesh, they can drink the blood of the victim, okay, and in most of the time they do sexual intercourse with the dying person or injured victim. They find erections and ejaculations, and most of the time they do sexual intercourse with the victim at the time of dying or after dying, okay. His behavior is usually normal until next outbreak. There is another point in these types of lust murder, that as I've told you, the person develops periodic and compulsive, the person feels compulsive behavior. What happens there? Most of the time these types of persons, they behave very normally in the society, okay, their behavior is very much normal, they appear like a normal person until they will not find the next compulsive episode until the next outbreak. Till then they become very much normal. That's why it is very difficult to find out these types of person in the society, and they persistently do these types of activities, okay. This is called as lust murder. The another type of sexual perversion is a necrophilia. Okay, necrophilia. Necros means corpus, corpse or dead. Philia means to love or fall. What happens in necrophilia? Here the person performs the sexual intercourse on the dying or dead victim. In these conditions, there is a desire for sexual intercourse with the dead bodies. Whenever the person do sexual intercourse with the dead body, this condition is called as necrophilia. Doing sexual intercourse with the dead body is called as necrophilia. Okay, the necrophilia is punished under section 297 and under section 377 IPCs. This is called as necrophilia. Another word is necrophagia. As the name suggests, necros means corpse or dead person, phagia means to eat. Okay, it is extreme degree of sadism in which the person obtains sexual gratification by eating the flesh of victim. Okay, in necrophagia, what the person do? They find sexually gratified, they feel sexually stimulated by eating the flesh of victim. This is called as necrophagia. What happens in necrophagia? In this extreme degree of sadism, the person, after mutilating the genitals or body, shucks or licks the wound, okay, bites the skin, drinks the blood and eats the flesh of his victim to drive the sexual pleasure. Means it can be related to the lust murder also. You can say that what happens in these types of necrophagia, these types of sadist person, as I have told you in the sadism, that they will what they will do, they mutilate the genitals and shuck or licks the wound. Okay, most of the time they drink the blood or eat the flesh of the victim, or these types of activities gives him sexual pleasures. That's why they do these types of activities. Okay, these types of necrophagia, these types of sexual perversion the person get punished under section 297 of IPC with the imprisonment of up to 1 year and or fine along with the other section if applicable. Okay, means 297 is for IPC is for necrophagia, means eating of flesh of the dead body. But if the person is involved with the lust murder or sadism, okay, if he kills and do these types of activities, then in those cases the other section will also be applicable, other sections of IPCs. Okay, this is called as necrophagia. So my dear friends, and in this section, in this lecture of part first of sexual perversion, we have covered the various types of sexual perversions. Especially in this section we have covered the sadism, masochism, lust murder, necrophilia and necrophagia. Okay, in short I would like to tell you, sadism, where the person gets sexually gratified by inflicting pain to the opposite partner. In masochism, the person feels sexually gratified or gets sexual pleasure by self-inflicting of pain. In lust murder, the person feels sexual gratified by producing severe pain by killing, eating, leaking, or you can say by eating or drinking of blood of the victim. Okay, even he will do the sexual intercourse with that person at the time of dying. In necrophilia, the person do sexual intercourse with the dead body, and in necrophagia the person eat the flesh of dead body or drink the blood of dead body is called as necrophagia. These are the extreme degree of sexual perversion. That's why I covered in the first section of our sexual perversion. I hope you understand it. So my dear friends and my dear students, this was all about today's topic. Okay, I hope you understand today's topic. So I am going to conclude today's lecture. Please subscribe for upcoming topics. We will continue with the part second and part third of sexual perversion in coming lecture. Thanks and take care.